Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is a wonderful June the 24th, 2022. This is episode number 417 on this Friday of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. Small business owners, solopreneurs, we are wrapping up a series we started this week talking about organized business tips, specifically for the business owner or the solopreneur that's running a business. Today we're going to talk about operations. We're going to discuss invoicing, expenses, and that dreaded word taxes. Part of being organized, part of running a good business is doing the operational part of it. Now, maybe you have an admin that you've grown up big enough to have an admin or virtual assistant with this, but most of the time, in my experience, most small business owners, the operational part, such as invoicing, expenses, and taxes, and maybe even payroll, are pretty much done by the business owner. So it's really good that you stay on top of it, and that's what we're going to discuss today. Business tip number 1, invoicing. Invoicing is the lifeblood of your company because it brings in money for it. And if you're like me, you get busy and you start getting behind on it. I hear some small business owners maybe do it once a month. Everything I'm going to talk to you about today is going to be things that you're going to want to do once a week. And the first thing you want to do is you want to designate a day so that you kind of batch this process. You should invoice, let's say, every Wednesday and every Friday, but you should do it at least once a week. You want to get those invoices out quickly because people have a tendency to slow pay and you just want to keep cash flow running into your business. Business tip number 2 is expenses. You should fill out an expense report for all your travel. Expenses could be tracking your mileage, using Evernote, keeping track of your receipts, but you need to pick another day. And again, we're talking about weekly tasks to stay organized. You need to do your expenses. For me, I take a picture on my smartphone. I put everything in Evernote. I have a monthly note of the mileage I do. I try to track everything in my phone that's in the cloud. Highly, highly, highly recommend Evernote. But nonetheless, you need to reconcile into your accounting system your expenses at least once a week. Business tip number 3 is taxes. Now, up until this point, this is one I've been really struggling with. I only do this like once a year or maybe once a quarter. But I have found that you really need to focus and do your taxes and accounting for your taxes for your accountant at least once a month. You need to organize that up, update that, put that into your accounting or software or whatever your accountant wants you to use. But don't wait to the end of the quarter or the end of the year to do it. It's something that needs to be done once a month. And in my recommendation for this thing, it needs to be done once a week. If you actually work on it once a week, then it would become a real simple thing, and then you have it all done by the end of the year. Again, in review, we've been talking about invoicing, expenses, and taxes. We've been talking about time saving and chunking this work so that you get it done. That's what I'm learning this week. Anything I learn, I throw the fence to you because I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.